The Stars and Stripes, the Star-Spangled Banner, Old Glory. These are some of the nicknames for the flag of the United States of America. The American flag symbolizes all that our nation was built upon: freedom, dignity, democracy, patriotism, and represents our collective history, pride, and loyalty. This flag is recognized worldwide. It has inspired songs, artwork, and holidays. The American flag has flown proudly through the nation's triumphs and glories, as well as times of war and sorrow. Our flag's history is part of our country's history.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
American colonists in the 1760s had become very agitated with the British government's forcing of trade and territorial rules and taxation on the 13 colonies. In 1775, the fighting began in earnest with the battles of Lexington and Concord. The American Revolutionary War was made official on July 4th, 1776, with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Throughout the years leading up to the Revolutionary War, many versions of flags flew over the colonies as forms of protest, but there was not one flag design representing the union of the 13 American colonies, and there was still no consensus for a flag design once the Revolutionary War officially began. We can see elements of our American flag in existing flags of the time. The 13 alternating red and white stripes appears to have come from a flag used by a political organization called Sons of Liberty. When George Washington became the commander of the Continental Army, he carried two flags with him. One was called the Grand Union Flag, with 13 red and white stripes and a Union Jack in the corner that demonstrated the colonies were still British subjects prior to declaring independence. The second flag was called the Washington Headquarters Flag and was all blue with 13 six-pointed stars. In June of 1777, the Continental Congress initiated the first Flag Act, which officially called for the 13 alternating stripes of red and white and a blue field holding 13 stars as the U.S. flag design. By 1792, the Second Flag Act covered the addition of two new states to the Union, Kentucky and Vermont, with two additional stripes and stars. This still didn't provide for an exact location of the blue field on the flag, the pattern of the stars on the field, or how many points the stars would have. By 1818, the Third Flag Act returned to the stripes to a total of 13, the blue field placed in the upper left corner and the stars having 5 points. It took President Taft in 1912 to set the standard for the pattern of the stars. The flag pattern has been the same since 1960, when Hawaii became the 50th state. What do you think the flag would look like if another state was added to our country someday? Was Betsy Ross the designer of the first U.S. flag? There are many stories and no exact answer. It is known that George Washington knew Betsy Ross. She was a seamstress at the time, and we know that Francis Hopkinson, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, also claimed to design the flag. Maybe the best compromise for the story of the origin of the American flag has Hopkinson as the designer and Betsy Ross as the seamstress. As the most recognizable national emblem, our flag is a symbol of our founding ideals: freedom, liberty, justice, opportunity, and equality. Our U.S. flag represents our belief and resolve in these virtues and, as such, plays a role in a multitude of ceremonies, celebrations, rituals, traditions, and events. Because of the flag's powerful significance and what it represents, a 10-point flag code was established to give continuity to the displaying and care of the U.S. flag. Number 1. It is customary to display the flag only from sunrise to sunset, unless there is illumination during the hours of darkness. Secondly, the flag should not be flown on days of inclement weather unless it is an all-weather flag. Thirdly, the flag should be raised briskly on a flagpole and lowered ceremoniously. Fourth, the flag should be displayed on all days and especially on holidays and special federal and state events. Number 5, the flag should be displayed at or near the main administration building of every public institution, including schools, libraries, and polling places. The flag is flown at half-mast when the country or state is in mourning. Next, the flag is carried or displayed to the right of all other flags or in the center front of a row of other flags. Number 8, the flag should not touch anything below it or be allowed to rest on the ground. Number 9, the flag displayed upside down is a sign of distress and should be done only in cases of danger or emergency. And finally, when the Pledge of Allegiance is recited or the national anthem played, individuals not in uniform shall stand at attention with the right hand over the heart. Men shall remove their hats and hold them in the right hand over the heart. The same process takes place when the flag passes by during a parade. There is even a proper way to fold the flag when not on display.
If you've ever attended a funeral honoring a veteran who served our country, perhaps you've witnessed the folding of the flag that once covered the casket of the loved one. The American Legion states in its website that the meaning of the flag folding ceremonies is based on religious principles. Each of the 13 folds holds great significance. It references the U.S. Armed Forces on a daily basis at the ceremony of retreat, during which all pause, pay respect to the flag, as the flag is lowered, then folded in a triangle fold, kept under watch through the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out and at the ceremony of Reveille, unfolded and ran aloft as a symbol of our belief in the resurrection of the body.
Listen to what local veterans have to say about the U.S. flag's significance to them.
My name is Neil Dantas. I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps and Navy. I carry this flag with me as a symbol for my uncle who died in 1942 in the Philippines. I carried this with me for many years. The flag to me means more than anything. I fight for the flag. I spent my time in different parts of the world, keeping in mind that the flag is always there with me, whether it be in spirit or whether it's in real issues. This flag is from 1942. My uncle was killed during the invasion of the Philippines and the big island of Luzon. He was buried in a cemetery there in Luzon and was brought back to the United States and buried in Sandusky, Ohio.
The American flag is a powerful symbol of our nation's history, pride, principles, and commitment to the people. For many Americans, the flag represents freedom, democracy, opportunity. The stars and stripes stand for our courage and sacrifice and those who have fought to protect our country. The American flag has been a source of inspiration for generations. It is a symbol of our country's strength and resilience in the face of adversity. The flag reminds us that we are one nation, united by our shared values and beliefs. It represents the original 13 colonies, our 50 states. The color red for valor and bravery, white for purity and innocence, blue for vigilance, perseverance, and justice. When we see the American flag flying proudly, we are reminded of the countless men and women who have served our country with honor. We remember who made the ultimate sacrifice to defend our freedom. We recommit ourselves to work together to build a brighter future for all Americans. Around the world, our flag is a symbol of freedom, democracy, and the values our country was founded on, a symbol of our resilience in the face of adversity we as a nation have faced throughout the history of our great country.
Honor, courage, and commitment. Before I joined the Navy, it was just a pledge that we said at school or at a game. Once I was in the military, we lived those words. We pledged our allegiance to the flag and to the people of the United States. Everyone who joined put their lives on the line for that flag and our Republic of the United States of America. Honor means a high standard of conduct while in and out of uniform. We are the face of the military, and we must not bring disgrace upon us. We need to honor those who went before us, those who we currently serve with, and those who come after us. Courage to do the right thing and persevere no matter what is asked of us, even in the face of great bodily harm. Commitment to our cause and obligations to carry out our duties in our highest standards possible. The flag stands for freedom, and when you fold the flag, all 13 folds has a meaning behind them. Pride is the number one feeling I have when I see the flag. I think of all my fellow military members who have lost their life defending the flag. When we defend the flag, we are defending the United States of America and our freedoms that we enjoy by living here.
It's freedom, honor, and the peace of being in a nation where we're allowed to do things that other nations do not do. With the people I have met in my life, served under, and served with, is part of this flag. I don't know how I would have been able to develop myself, care for other people, treat people like I wish to be treated, and make sure the younger generation has a better life. All of that, and the last bit is the most important about this flag, is making sure that the younger generation learns what the flag means to millions of people. I am proud that I am American, served my country, honored my country, and was allowed to grow up here. I just wish I could honor the men and women who have laid down their life for me to be able to be here. That is a great honor.
For almost 250 years, our United States flag has steadfastly and honorably served our nation as a beacon of what it means to be an American. The United States flag, born out of protest, still flying for the inclusion of all our citizens.